Howdy, everybody. This is Leo Cloutier with Malice to It, and we're here at Clearwater today in Florida, the home base of the Philadelphia Phillies, and I'd like to welcome to our show a friend of long-standing, one of the outstanding catchers in Major League Baseball. I'd like to say hello to Tim McCarver. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you, Leo. Nice being here.
Well, Tim, it's certainly nice to have you as our guest here today. Tim, another season is with us, and of course, big things loom ahead. The Phillies made a few trades which should bolster their ranks. What do you think?
Well, of course, Steve Carlton's going to help our ball club. Not that Rick Wise wouldn't help our ball club, but the trade was an even trade with the Cardinals, the Rick Wise for Steve Carlton trade. And Steve's a real fierce competitor, and I was personally elated over the trade because he's a very good friend of mine, and we do quite a bit of hunting in the wintertime. But I think Tommy Hutton is our other trade. As far as Tommy helping our ball club, I think he'll fit in well in the outfield and also at first base behind Darren Johnson. And I think the 1972 season depends on whether some of our young fellows come through for us. And, of course, the older fellows, everybody takes it for granted that the older guys are going to come through, but it's another year, another new year for the older guys, too. Greg Lazinski's our left fielder, and, of course, has switched from first base to left field, and a lot depends on Greg. Greg's got a tremendous amount of ability and hit the ball as far as anybody I've ever seen, pound for pound. And if he can kind of corral it all, I think we're going to be in good shape.
No doubt about that. Timmy, since you changed over from the Cardinals to the Phillies, you've had some bad luck in that you suffered injuries at different times.
Well, only the year before last when I had the broken hand in 1970. And, of course, last year I caught 135 ball games. Out of 9 years in the big leagues, I've only been hurt really and out of, for a prolonged period of time, only 1 year.
How many years did you spend with the Cards, Tim?
I was with them for 7 years, and 7 enjoyable years at that. Well, actually, I was in the organization for 11 years, but I was in the big leagues for 7.
And your ball club had the good fortune of winning a championship or two while you were there.
Yeah, we won in 64, 67, and 68, and I think even though the 64 series was very gratifying, I think the one we had the most fun in was the 1967 series that we played in Boston. I've never seen enthusiasm generated in any sporting event that the Boston fans generated during that 67 season. They were tremendous.
It certainly was, and we'll never forget it in New England either. At that time, too, Timmy, of course, you were catching a fellow by the name of Bob Gibson, and you and he certainly formed one of the most fawnable batteries in baseball.
Well, thank you. Of course, it makes it easy when you're catching a guy like Gibson because he was and is a fierce competitor and a vicious competitor with great ability. And when you put that combination in anybody, they're going to be a great ball player, and Bob Gibson is certainly that. He's a great pitcher.
Timmy, our friendship goes back to 1964, as I recall, when I invited you to come to our baseball dinner, and then you decided at the last minute you would rather get married, which you did.
And I'm glad I made that decision, Leo. It turned out real well for me since then. It certainly did.
I never questioned your wisdom in making a decision. In fact, the banquet you can always come to, right?
Yeah, that's true. I hope you'll invite me back someday.
I certainly will. There's no doubt about that. Timmy, you have a family.
Yes, we have 2 girls, and 6 and 4, and of course we're staying on the beach. I think the happiest days have been spent down here in spring training with my family because there's not as much pressure now. I don't have I have the luxury of knowing that I don't have to make the ball club. That not that I can get complacent, but I feel as though now I don't have the pressure of trying to make the ball club like I used to when I was younger, and it's a very relaxed situation down here.
You said when you were younger. You don't look any older than you did the first day I met you, and that's 8 years ago.
Well, I was old looking for my age back then.
Timmy, if I remember, you just spoke of luxury. For your honeymoon, you went to either Hawaii or Germany. I forgot. I know you went to distant points.
We went to Germany, right. That's exactly right.
Is that so? That's
really enjoyed it.
So 8 years ago, it's quite a spell.
That's right. It surely is.
Timmy, it certainly has been a pleasure to talk to you here today, as it always is. And I certainly want to wish you and the Philadelphia Phillies worlds of luck for a tremendous season.
Thank you very much, Leo. Enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you, Tim. This is an interview with Tim McCarver, the star catcher of the Philadelphia Phillies, and this brings us to the end with Malice to It for today. Until tomorrow at the same time, from Clearwater, Florida, Leo Cloutier, good day.